Bali clearance. Good morning. Singapore 62909. Ready for pushback at 26.
Philippines 5952. Cleared to land runway 09.
Singapore 62909. Cleared for pushback. Bali ground. Singapore 62909. Ready to taxi. Singapore 62909. Taxi to runway 09.
Bali Tower. Good morning. Philippines 2556 is on approach. Philippines 2556 cleared to land runway 09.
Bali ground. Philippines 5952. Requesting taxi to the gates.
Lion Enter 7159 cleared for pushback.
Philippines 5952. Taxi to gate 26.
Bali ground. Lion Enter 7159 ready to taxi. Lion Enter 7159 taxi to runway 09.
Bali Tower. Singapore 62909. Ready for takeoff runway 09.
Bali ground. Philippines 2556 requesting taxi to the gates. Philippines 2556 taxi to gate 02. Bali Tower. Good morning. Philippines 2858 is on approach. Philippines 2858 cleared to land runway 09.
Bali clearance. Good morning. Indonesia 7727. Ready for pushback at 30.
Bali Tower. Good morning. Lion Inter 90328 is on approach. Lion Inter 90328 cleared to land runway 09.
Bali ground. Philippines 2858 requesting taxi to the gates.
Indonesia 7727 cleared for pushback.
Bali clearance. Good morning. Vietnam 2207 ready for pushback at 23. Vietnam 2207 cleared for pushback.
Indonesia 7727 taxi to runway 09.
Bali ground Vietnam 2207 ready to taxi. Vietnam 2207 taxi to runway 09er. Singapore 62909 cleared for takeoff runway 09er.
Bali Tower, Lion Enter 7159er, ready for takeoff runway 09er. Lion Enter 7159er, cleared for takeoff runway 09er.
Bali ground Lion Inter 90328 requesting taxi to the gates.
Philippines 2858 taxi to gate 30.
Bali clearance. Good morning, AirAsia 3685 ready for pushback at 16. AirAsia 3685 cleared for pushback.
Lion Inter 90328 taxi to gate 23.
Bali Tower. Good morning, Korean 6988 Mayday Mayday Mayday. Bali ground AirAsia 3685 ready to taxi. AirAsia 3685 taxi to runway 09.
Bali Tower Vietnam 2207 ready for takeoff runway 09er.
Bali clearance. Good morning, Asia 8939 ready for pushback at 05.
Vietnam 2207 cleared for takeoff runway 09er.
Asia 8939 cleared for pushback.
Indonesia 7727 cleared for takeoff runway 09er.
AirAsia 3685 cleared for takeoff runway 09.
Bali ground Asia 8939 ready to taxi. Asia 8939 taxi to runway 09.
Bali Tower. Good morning. Lion Enter 4572 is on approach. Lion Enter 4572 clear to land runway 09er.
Bali Tower Asia 8939 ready for takeoff runway 09.
Bali clearance. Good morning. Indonesia 32901 ready for pushback at 29er. Indonesia 32901 cleared for pushback.
Bali Tower. Good morning. Asia 3120 is on approach. Asia 3120 clear to land runway 09er.
Bali ground. Indonesia 32901 ready to taxi. Indonesia 32901 taxi to runway 09er.
Asia 8939 cleared for takeoff runway 09.
Bali ground. Lion Enter 4572 requesting taxi to the gates.
AirAsia 2006 cleared to land runway 09er.
Indonesia 4775 cleared for pushback.
Lion Enter 4572, taxi to gate 05.
Bali ground, Indonesia 4775 ready to taxi. Indonesia 4775 taxi to runway 09er.
Bali Tower. Good morning. Indonesia 8332 is on approach. Indonesia 8332 clear to land runway 09er.
Asia 3120 taxi to gate 65.
Bali clearance. Good morning. Qatari 7385 ready for pushback at 10.
Bali Tower, Indonesia 4775 ready for takeoff runway 09er.
Cebu 90116 clear to land runway 09er. Bali ground AirAsia 2006 requesting taxi to the gates.
Qatari 7385 cleared for pushback. Bali ground Qatari 7385 ready to taxi. Qatari 7385 taxi to runway 09er.
AirAsia 2006 taxi to gate 16. Bali ground Indonesia 8332 requesting taxi to the gates.
Bali clearance. Good morning. Asia 6863 ready for pushback at 07.
Indonesia 8332 taxi to gate 29er.
Indonesia 4775 cleared for takeoff runway 09er.
Indonesia 32901 cleared for takeoff runway 09er.
Asia 6863 cleared for pushback.
Bali ground Cebu 90116 requesting taxi to the gates.
Qatari 7385 cleared for takeoff runway 09er.
Asia 6863 taxi to runway 09er.
Cebu 90116 taxi to gate 07.
Korean 3272 cleared to land runway 09er.
Bali Tower. Good morning. China Southern 3560 is on approach. China Southern 3560 cleared to land runway 09er. Bali Tower. Asia 6863 ready for takeoff runway 09er.
Korean 33907 cleared for pushback. Bali ground Korean 33907 ready to taxi. Korean 33907 taxi to runway 09er.
Bali ground Korean 3272 taxi to the gates. Korean 3272 taxi to gate 32.
Asia 6863 cleared for takeoff runway 09er. Bali Ground, China Southern 3560, requesting taxi to the gates. China Southern 3560, taxi to gate 10.
Bali clearance. Good morning. Indonesia 5387 ready for pushback at 25. Indonesia 5387 cleared for pushback. Bali ground. Indonesia 5387 ready to taxi. Indonesia 5387 taxi to runway 09er.
Bali Tower. Good morning. Qantas 57908 is on approach. Qantas 57908 clear to land runway 09er. Korean 33907 cleared for takeoff runway 09er.
Bali clearance. Good morning. KLM 1417 ready for pushback at 14. KLM 1417 cleared for pushback.
Bali Tower, good morning. Emirates 6016 is on approach. Emirates 6016 cleared to land runway 09er.
KLM 1417 taxi to runway 09er.
Bali Tower. Indonesia 5387 ready for takeoff runway 09er.
Indonesia 2020 cleared to land runway 09er.
Thai 1151 cleared for pushback.
Qantas 57908 taxi to gate 25.
Bali ground. Thai 1151 ready to taxi. Thai 1151 taxi to runway 09er.
Bali ground. Emirates 6016 requesting taxi to the gates. Emirates 6016 taxi to gate 14.
Indonesia 5387 cleared for takeoff runway 09er.
China Southern 90141 cleared for pushback.
Bali ground. Indonesia 2020 requesting taxi to the gates.
KLM 1417 cleared for takeoff runway 09er.
Emirates 6016 continue taxi.
Bali ground. China Southern 90141 ready to taxi. China Southern 90141 taxi to runway 09er.
Thai 1151 cleared for takeoff runway 09er.
Bali Tower, good morning. Super Green, Niner 652 is on approach. Super Green, Niner 652 cleared to land runway 09er.
Philippines 8431 cleared for pushback.
Bali Tower, China Southern, 90141 ready for takeoff runway 09er.
Bali ground Philippines 8431 ready to taxi. Philippines 8431 taxi to runway 09er.
Indonesia 2020 taxi to gate 69er. AirAsia 6786 cleared to land runway 09er.
Bali clearance, good morning. Line into 8773 ready for pushback at 06.
Bali ground, Super Green, Niner 652 requesting taxi to the gates.
Bali Tower, good morning. Indonesia 2194 is on approach. Indonesia 2194 cleared to land runway 09er.
Line into 8773 cleared for pushback. Bali ground, line into 8773 ready to taxi. Line into 8773 taxi to runway 09er. China Southern, 90141 cleared for takeoff runway 09er.
Super Green, Niner 652 taxi to gate 06.
Bali Tower Philippines 8431 ready for takeoff runway 09er.
Bali ground AirAsia 6786 requesting taxi to the gates. AirAsia 6786 taxi to gate 17.
Bali clearance, good morning. Indonesia 5711 ready for pushback at 03. Indonesia 5711 cleared for pushback. Bali ground, Indonesia 5711 ready to taxi. Indonesia 5711 taxi to runway 09er.
Philippines 8431 cleared for takeoff runway 09er.
Line into 8773 cleared for takeoff runway 09er.
Indonesia 2194 taxi to gate 03.
Bali clearance, good morning. Super Green, Niner 411 ready for pushback at 01. Super Green, Niner 411 cleared for pushback.
Indonesia 5711 cleared for takeoff runway 09er.
Bali ground, Super Green, Niner 411 ready to taxi. Super Green, Niner 411 taxi to runway 09er.
Bali Tower, good morning. Philippines 9738 is on approach. Philippines 9738 cleared to land runway 09er.
Bali Tower, good morning. Lion Inter 2124 is on approach. Lion Inter 2124 cleared to land runway 09er.
Bali Tower, Super Green, Niner 411 ready for takeoff runway 09er.
Philippines 6511 cleared for pushback. Bali ground, Philippines 6511, ready to taxi. Philippines 6511, taxi to runway 09er.
Bali ground, Philippines 9738, requesting taxi to the gates. Philippines 9738, taxi to gate 01.
Asiana 2205, cleared for pushback.
Bali Tower, good morning. New Zealand 2114 is on approach. New Zealand 2114, clear to land runway 09.
Super Green 90411, cleared for takeoff runway 09er.
Asiana 2205, taxi to runway 09er.
Bali Tower, Philippines 6511, ready for takeoff runway 09er.
Lion Inter 2124, taxi to gate 68.
Bali Tower, good morning. Singapore 1766 is on approach. Singapore 1766, cleared to land runway 09er. Bali clearance, good morning. Super Green 5803, ready for pushback at 08.
Lion Inter 2124, hold position.
Super Green 5803, cleared for pushback.
Lion Inter 2124, continue taxi.
Bali ground, New Zealand 2114, requesting taxi to the gates. New Zealand 2114, taxi to gate 19er.
Super Green 5803, taxi to runway 09er.
Bali Tower, good afternoon. Indonesia 1480 is on approach. Indonesia 1480, cleared to land runway 09er.
Philippines 6511, cleared for takeoff runway 09er.
Bali ground, Singapore 1766, taxi to the gates. Singapore 1766, taxi to gate 31. Bali Tower, Super Green 5803, ready for takeoff runway 09er. Bali clearance, good afternoon. Lion Inter 5189er, ready for pushback at 28. Lion Inter 5189er, cleared for pushback.
Bali ground, Indonesia 1480, requesting taxi to the gates.
Super Green 5803, cleared for takeoff runway 09er.
Bali Tower, Asiana 2205, ready for takeoff runway 09er. Asiana 2205, cleared for takeoff runway 09er.
Lion Inter 5189er, taxi to runway 09er.
Bali clearance, good afternoon. Korean 9765, ready for pushback at 24.
Bali Tower, good afternoon. Indonesia 7346 is on approach. Indonesia 7346, clear to land runway 09er.
Bali Tower, good afternoon. China Southern 29er62 is on approach. China Southern 29er62, cleared to land runway 09er.
Bali clearance. Good afternoon. Philippines 6257 ready for pushback at 66.
Korean 9765 cleared for pushback.
Philippines 6257 cleared for pushback.
Bali ground Indonesia 7346 requesting taxi to the gate. Indonesia 7346 taxi to gate 08.
Bali Tower, Lion Inter 5189, ready for takeoff runway 09.
Philippines 6257 taxi to runway 09. Bali clearance. Good afternoon. Vietnam 8563 ready for pushback at 18.
Korean 9765 taxi to runway 09.
Vietnam 8563 cleared for pushback.
Indonesia 1480 taxi to gate 24.
Lion Inter 5189, cleared for takeoff runway 09.
Bali ground China Southern 2962 taxi to the gates.
Vietnam 8563 taxi to runway 09.
China Southern 2962 taxi to gate 18.
Bali Tower, Philippines 6257 ready for takeoff runway 09. Philippines 6257 cleared for takeoff runway 09.
China Eastern 8587 cleared for pushback. Bali ground China Eastern 8587 ready to taxi. China Eastern 8587 taxi to runway 09.
Bali Tower, Vietnam 8563 ready for takeoff runway 09. Vietnam 8563 cleared for takeoff runway 09.
Bali Tower, Korean 9765 ready for takeoff runway 09. Korean 9765 cleared for takeoff runway 09.
Philippines 5953 cleared for pushback.
Lion Inter 3133 cleared for pushback.
Bali Tower, China Eastern 8587 ready for takeoff runway 09. China Eastern 8587 cleared for takeoff runway 09.
Lion Inter 3133 taxi to runway 09.
Philippines 5953 taxi to runway 09.
Bali clearance Philippines 2557 ready for pushback at 02. Philippines 2557 cleared for pushback. Bali ground Philippines 2557 ready to taxi. Philippines 2557 taxi to runway 09. Bali Tower, Lion Inter 3133 ready for takeoff runway 09. Lion Inter 3133 cleared for takeoff runway 09.
Qantas 6011 cleared for pushback. Bali ground Qantas 6011 ready to taxi. Malaysian 5553 cleared for pushback. Qantas 6011 taxi to runway 09er.
Bali Tower. Good afternoon. Asia 4862 is on approach.
Philippines 2557 cleared for takeoff runway 09er.
Asia 4862 cleared to land runway 09er.
Philippines 5953 cleared for takeoff runway 09er.
Malaysian 5553 taxi to runway 09er.
Bali clearance. Good afternoon. Cebu 3127. Ready for pushback at 67. Cebu 3127. Cleared for pushback.
Bali clearance line into 90329, ready for pushback at 23. Line into 90329, cleared for pushback.
Cebu 3127. Taxi to runway 09er.
Bali ground. Asia 4862 requesting taxi to the gates. Asia 4862 taxi to gate 02.
Bali clearance. Philippines 2859 ready for pushback at 30. Philippines 2859 cleared for pushback.
Malaysian 5553 cleared for takeoff runway 09er. Qantas 6011 cleared for takeoff runway 09er.
Line into 90329, taxi to runway 09er.
Virgin 6985 cleared for pushback.
Philippines 2859 taxi to runway 09er.
Bali Tower. Cebu 3127. Ready for takeoff runway 09er. Cebu 3127. Cleared for takeoff runway 09er.
Virgin 6985 taxi to runway 09er.
Bali clearance. Good afternoon. China 72847 ready for pushback at 22. China 72847 cleared for pushback.
Lion enter 9774 clear to land runway 09er.
Bali ground. China 72847 ready to taxi. China 72847 taxi to runway 09er. Bali Tower. Line into 90329 ready for takeoff runway 09er. Bali Tower. Good afternoon. Dynasty 2614 is on approach. Line into 90329 cleared for takeoff runway 09er. Dynasty 2614 cleared to land runway 09er.
Virgin 6985 cleared for takeoff runway 09er.
Lion enter 9774 taxi to gate 67.
Bali Tower. Philippines 2859 ready for takeoff runway 09er.
Bali clearance. Lion Inter 4573 ready for pushback at 05. Lion Inter 4573 cleared for pushback.
Bali ground. Dynasty 2614 requesting taxi to the gates. Dynasty 2614 taxi to gate 27.
Bali ground. Lion Inter 4573 ready to taxi. Lion Inter 4573 taxi to runway 09.
Bali Tower, good afternoon. Indonesia 8370 is on approach. Indonesia 8370 cleared to land runway 09.
Bali clearance Asia 3121 ready for pushback at 65.
Bali Tower, good afternoon. Line into 8916. Mayday, mayday, mayday.
Bali ground, Indonesia 8370 requesting taxi to the gates. Indonesia 8370 taxi to gate 66.
Bali clearance AirAsia 2007 ready for pushback at 16. Bali clearance Cebu 9117 ready for pushback at 07. Bali clearance Indonesia 8333 ready for pushback at 29.
Philippines 2859 cleared for takeoff runway 09.
Korean 3273 cleared for pushback.
China Southern 2847 cleared for takeoff runway 09.
Asia 3121 cleared for pushback.
Lion Inter 4573 cleared for takeoff runway 09.
AirAsia 2007 cleared for pushback.
Bali Tower, good afternoon. Super Green 1886 is on approach. Super Green 1886 clear to land runway 09.
CB 9117 taxi to runway 09. Indonesia 8333 taxi to runway 09.
Asia 3121 taxi to runway 09.
Korean 3273 taxi to runway 09.
AirAsia 2007 taxi to runway 09.
Bali clearance China Southern 3561 ready for pushback at 10. China Southern 3561 cleared for pushback.
Bali Tower, good afternoon. Malaysian 7322 is on approach. Malaysian 7322 cleared to land runway 09.
Bali Tower Cebu 9117 ready for takeoff runway 09.
Bali ground China Southern 3561 ready to taxi. China Southern 3561 taxi to runway 09.
Bali ground Super Green 1886 requesting taxi to the gates. Super Green 1886 taxi to gate 65.
Bali Tower, good afternoon. Cathay 4586 is on approach. Cathay 4586 clear to land runway 09er.
Bali ground Malaysian 7322 requesting taxi to the gates. Malaysian 7322 taxi to gate 26.
Bali Tower, good afternoon. Singapore 389er2 is on approach. Singapore 389er2 cleared to land runway 09er.
Bali ground Cathay 4586 requesting taxi to the gates.
Korean 2858 cleared to land runway 09er.
Cathay 4586 taxi to gate 10. Bali clearance Qantas 579er ready for pushback at 25. Bali Tower, good afternoon. Lion intern 5676 is on approach. Lion intern 5676 clear to land runway 09er. Qantas 579er cleared for pushback.
Singapore 389er2 taxi to gate 12.
Bali clearance Emirates 6017 ready for pushback at 14. Emirates 6017 cleared for pushback.
Qantas 579er taxi to runway 09er.
Bali Tower, good afternoon. China Eastern 1978 is on approach. China Eastern 1978 cleared to land runway 09er.
Emirates 6017 taxi to runway 09er. Korean 2858 taxi to gate 25.
Bali Tower, good afternoon. Lion Inter 6614 is on approach. Lion Inter 6614 clear to land runway 09er.
Bali ground Lion intern 5676 requesting taxi to the gates. Lion intern 5676 taxi to gate 64.
Bali Tower, good afternoon. Philippine 569er2 is on approach. Philippine 569er2 cleared to land runway 09er.
Bali ground China Eastern 19er78 requesting taxi to the gates. China Eastern 19er78 taxi to gate 23.
Bali clearance Indonesia 2021 ready for pushback at 69er.
Bali Tower, good afternoon. Asiana 8286 is on approach. Asiana 8286 clear to land runway 09er.
Bali ground Lion Inter 6614 requesting taxi to the gates.
Indonesia 2021 cleared for pushback.
Super Green 9653 cleared for pushback.
Lion Enter 6614. Taxi to gate 05.
Super Green, Niner 653, taxi to runway 09.
Indonesia 2021 taxi to runway 09.
Bali Tower, good afternoon. Malaysia 6940 is on approach. Malaysia 6940, cleared to land runway 09.
Philippines 5692 taxi to gate 06.
Bali Tower, good afternoon. Qatari 6852 is on approach. Qatari 6852 cleared to land runway 09. Bali clearance AirAsia 6787 ready for pushback at 17.
Bali ground Asiana 8286 taxi to the gates.
Bali clearance Indonesia 2195 ready for pushback at 03.
AirAsia 6787 cleared for pushback.
Indonesia 2195 cleared for pushback.
Asiana 8286 taxi to gate 32.
Bali ground Indonesia 2195 ready to taxi.
Bali ground, Malaysian 6940, requesting taxi to the gates.
Lion Inter 3172 cleared to land runway 09. AirAsia 6787 taxi to runway 09.
Cebu 90117 line up and wait runway 09.
Malaysian 6940, taxi to gate 14.
Asia 3121 cleared for takeoff runway 09er.
Bali Tower AirAsia 2007 ready for takeoff runway 09. Cebu 90117 cleared for takeoff runway 09.
Indonesia 2195 taxi to runway 09.
Bali ground Qatari 6852 requesting taxi to the gates. Qatari 6852 taxi to gate 16.
Dynasty 3826 cleared to land runway 09.
Bali clearance Philippines 9739 ready for pushback at 01. Philippines 9739 cleared for pushback. Bali ground Lion Inter 3172 requesting taxi to the gates.
Qatari 7638 cleared to land runway 09.
Bali ground Philippines 9739 ready to taxi. Lion Inter 3172 taxi to gate 07. Philippines 9739 taxi to runway 09.
3826 requesting taxi to the gates.
Bali Tower, good evening. Asia 5108 is on approach. Asia 5108, cleared to land runway 09.
Dynasty 3826 taxi to gate 22.
Bali ground Qatari 7638 requesting taxi to the gates. Qatari 7638 taxi to gate 17.
Bali Tower, good evening. Dynasty 1720 is on approach. Dynasty 1720 clear to land runway 09er.
AirAsia 2007, line up and wait runway 09er.
Bali Tower, China Southern 3561 ready for takeoff runway 09er. Bali clearance, Lion Inter 2125 ready for pushback at 68.
AirAsia 2007, cleared for takeoff runway 09er.
Bali clearance, Singapore 1767 ready for pushback at 31.
Lion Inter 2125 cleared for pushback.
Asia 5108, taxi to gate 01.
Singapore 1767 cleared for pushback.
Bali ground, Lion Inter 2125 ready to taxi. Lion Inter 2125 taxi to runway 09er. China Southern 3561 line up and wait runway 09er.
Indonesia 3228 cleared to land runway 09er.
Indonesia 8333, cleared for takeoff runway 09er.
Singapore 1767 taxi to runway 09er.
Korean 3273, cleared for takeoff runway 09er.
China Southern 3561 cleared for takeoff runway 09er.
New Zealand 2115 cleared for pushback.
Bali Tower, Emirates 6017, ready for takeoff runway 09.
Bali ground, Dynasty 1720 requesting taxi to the gates. Dynasty 1720 taxi to gate 20.
Bali Tower, good evening. Lion Inter 1750 is on approach. Lion Inter 1750 cleared to land runway 09er. New Zealand 2115 taxi to runway 09er.
Bali ground, Indonesia 3228 requesting taxi to the gates. Indonesia 3228 taxi to gate 03.
Bali Tower, good evening. Lion Inter 4342 is on approach. Lion Inter 4342 cleared to land runway 09er.
Qantas 579er cleared for takeoff runway 09er.
Super Green 9653 cleared for takeoff runway 09er.
Emirates 6017, cleared for takeoff runway 09er.
Lion Inter 1750 taxi to gate 69er.
Indonesia 1481 cleared for pushback.
Bali Tower, Indonesia 2021 ready for takeoff runway 09er.
Bali ground, Indonesia 1481 ready to taxi. Indonesia 1481 taxi to runway 09er.
Bali Tower, good evening. Indonesia 8364 is on approach. Indonesia 8364, clear to land runway 09er.
AirAsia 6787 cleared for takeoff runway 09er. Indonesia 2021 cleared for takeoff runway 09er.
Indonesia 21905 cleared for takeoff runway 09er. Lion Inter 4342 taxi to gate 68.
Bali Tower, Philippines China 739er ready for takeoff runway 09er.
Bali Tower, good evening. Philippines 3810 is on approach. Philippines 3810 cleared to land runway 09er.
Indonesia 7347 cleared for pushback.
China Southern 29er63 cleared for pushback.
Bali ground Indonesia 7347 ready to taxi. Indonesia 7347 taxi to runway 09er.
China Southern 29er63 taxi to runway 09er.
Bali Tower, good evening. Indonesia 6406 is on approach. Indonesia 6406 clear to land runway 09er.
Bali ground, Indonesia 8364 requesting taxi to the gates. Indonesia 8364 taxi to gate 24.
Bali ground, Philippines 3810 requesting taxi to the gates. Philippines 3810 taxi to gate 30.
Bali Tower, good evening. China Southern 2716 is on approach. China Southern 2716 cleared to land runway 09er.
Philippines China 739er line up and wait runway 09er.
Bali Tower, Lion Inter 2125 ready for takeoff runway 09er.
Philippines China 739er cleared for takeoff runway 09er.
Lion Inter 2125 cleared for takeoff runway 09er.
Dynasty 6198 cleared to land runway 09er.
Bali Tower, New Zealand 2115 ready for takeoff runway 09er.
Indonesia 6406 taxi to gate 29er.
Bali clearance, Asia 4863 ready for pushback at 02.
Bali Tower, good evening. Asia 59er82 is on approach. Asia 59er82 cleared to land runway 09er.
Asia 4863 cleared for pushback.
China Southern 2716 taxi to gate 21.
New Zealand 2115 line up and wait runway 09er.
Singapore 1767 cleared for takeoff runway 09er.
Asia 4863 taxi to runway 09er.
New Zealand 2115 cleared for takeoff runway 09er.
Bali Tower, Indonesia 1481 ready for takeoff runway 09er.
Dynasty 6198 taxi to gate 19er.
Bali Tower, good evening. Line into 3818 is on approach. Line into 3818 clear to land runway 09er.
Bali ground, Asia 59er82 requesting taxi to the gates. Asia 59er82 taxi to gate 28.
Indonesia 1481 cleared for takeoff runway 09er.
Bali Tower, Indonesia 7347 ready for takeoff runway 09er. Indonesia 7347 cleared for takeoff runway 09er.
China Southern 2963 cleared for takeoff runway 09er. Asia 4863 cleared for takeoff runway 09er.
Line into 3818 taxi to gate 02.
Bali Tower. Good evening. Qantas 903-906 is on approach. Qantas 903-906 cleared to land runway 09er.
Bali Tower. Good evening. Korean 59er80 is on approach. Korean 59er80 clear to land runway 09er.
Bali ground. Qantas 903-906 requesting taxi to the gates.
Philippines 7016 cleared to land runway 09er.
Lion Enter 90775 cleared for pushback.
Qantas 903-906 taxi to gate 18.
Dynasty 2615 cleared for pushback.
Bali ground. Lion Enter 90775 ready to taxi. Lion Enter 90775 taxi to runway 09er.
Bali ground. Dynasty 2615 ready to taxi.
Vietnam 3390 cleared to land runway 09er.
Dynasty 2615 taxi to runway 09er.
Korean 59er80 taxi to gate 31. Bali Tower. Lion Enter 90775 ready for takeoff runway 09er.
Bali ground. Philippines 7016 requesting taxi to the gates. Philippines 7016 taxi to gate 67.
Lion Enter 90775 cleared for takeoff runway 09er.
Bali ground. Vietnam 3390 requesting taxi to the gates. Vietnam 3390 taxi to gate 27.
Bali Tower. Dynasty 2615 ready for takeoff runway 09er. Dynasty 2615 cleared for takeoff runway 09er.
Bali Tower. Good evening. Super Green 4414 is on approach. Super Green 4414 cleared to land runway 09er.